Welcome to the Blessed Mindset Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Raquel Tosin, and we are broadcasting on WYTV7 Community Broadcasters Network, where we educate, empower, and encourage. Now, if you have been encouraged, educated, or empowered by watching the Blessed Mindset Matters podcast, I need you to go to www.wytv7.org, hit the green donate button. $5, $10, $50, whatever, we will be grateful. It is a tax write off, but it goes to further the mission, and it helps send kids to school and to feed families. All right, so we are in the year of the family. We have been talking about home ownership this month. This month has an extra month, so I had a special guest for you, but he wasn't able to make it. But I'm going to talk about it myself, and that is tiny homes. Oh my gosh, I let me tell you, I absolutely love watching that show, Tiny Homes, and and it when I saw it, I was just like enthralled by all the little nooks that they, the hiding places, the storage, and just they made every inch of the home count. Like there was nothing, no dead space. Everything was used. I love that. Now, I currently live in a tiny home. Some people wouldn't call it a tiny home because when you think of tiny homes, people think about, 350 square feet and less. But actually, a 749 square foot house like mine is considered a tiny home. It's just a little bit bigger than the ones, most of the ones that we see on TV. Except for tiny home hunters, that's when you'll see some of the bigger size like mine. But I'm just here to share. So my home, I didn't actually buy a tiny home. I bought two homes on one property. One of them happened to be a tiny home, and the other one is about double its size. Um, and I currently live in the tiny home, which I absolutely love. I realized I did not need a lot of space to be happy, to be comfortable. And I still have people come. I still invite, actually, all my girlfriends, six of them, are coming to have a girls' weekend with me, and we will be just fine comfortably in my tiny home. So I really wanted to stress that, home ownership doesn't mean that you have to go big. You don't have to have a big mortgage. You don't have to have a big home to have your own home. And so that's what I love about the tiny homes. Most of the people on the show, they're getting the tiny homes because they might want, and they have wheels on them, some of them, so they can go and travel more. Mine don't have wheels on it. I'm stuck. I'm not stuck, but I'm stationed right where I want to be. But it's just something to think about, when you're thinking about home ownership, especially if you are at an age where no more kids, you don't, why you need a big old house. Or if you're a young couple and you don't have any kids yet, and you might just, in your head, you might be like, I'm going to put kids off for a while. Or you might just want to have one. I actually saw an episode of Tiny Homes where there was a family and they had a lot of kids and they still lived in a tiny home and they made it work. And like I said, they used every inch of the space. So don't think that when we talk about home ownership that you have to do it like everybody else. It could be a condo. We talked about that. Of course, you have the homeowners association fees. You do have that, but it's still, you know, just keep your mind open when you're thinking about home ownership. And in tiny homes, man, if you will clear out the clutter in your life, you probably wouldn't need as big of a home as you think you do. Like when you think about some of us, like we think we need a huge walk-in closet. Like Mind you, I think walk-in closets are the best. I love walk-in closets. But most of us, like, really, do we really need all of those clothes? Come on, y'all. Do we really need all of those? Probably not. But if you do, then you can have a walk-in closet in a tiny home. You can actually make a room into a closet. My second room, I have two bedrooms, but my second room is my office. I need an office because I work from home. So I need my office space. But if I didn't work from home, if I didn't need office space, I could have easily made my second bedroom a whole closet. But I didn't want to do, like I said, I needed the office. But so you can do as much, you can do whatever you want to do with the space that you have. And then I also have a garage, and my garage holds my washer and dryer, so it's my washer room. It holds my car, so it's my garage. It holds all my books. It's storage. It's my storeroom, and then it has my exercise equipment. It's my workout room. So I have all of that, and it's all in its little spaces, and it's fine. It works out fine. I just wanted to really share the thought that, you know, we a lot of times we have to change our mindsets, because when we do think about homes and we live in a small home, we think that our house isn't as good as somebody else's because it's small. You know, no, we got to change our mindset about that. We got to change our mindset. If it's enough space for us and we're comfortable in it, hey, I think we're doing great. If that's just me. But tiny homes aren't the only thing. Okay. Now, people, manufactured homes, finding a piece of land, finding a piece of property somewhere. And if you don't have the money to build on it right now, go get you a manufacturer, go get you a trailer, go get you something that you can put on the land, because the land is yours, right? That's, to me, it's not home ownership, is not just about a house. It's about owning property, owning land, having land. And until you are ready to build your home, put a trailer on it, Or like I said, those people that do the tiny homes with the wheels, roll at your tiny home on that piece of property. They have something called ADUs. They're called accessory dwelling units. It's like granny flats. So if you own, if you have a home in LA and you have, say, a garage, like I was talking about my garage. Well, they now you can convert that garage and make it into like a one bedroom or even a two bedroom apartment. Or you can build on top of a garage. Or if you have a big backyard, you can build a structure, ADU back there. Before, you couldn't have that kind of thing in LA, but now they're allowing it because there's so many people without homes. And we don't have a lot of space. So, we don't. So we need to allow people to build more on their property. So, like, where I have two houses on my property already, um, now a lot of people can start putting that second house on their property, and they can rent it out to their family members. They could have, they can rent it out to strangers, but it's something that they're doing now, and it really it maximizes your space, and it allows you, if you would be able to pay for it with the rent that you get. Not to mention, once you pay that off, you're going to keep getting that money, so now you're using it to help pay off your original mortgage. That, I mean, to me, that's something that you should look into. Now, I don't know if you don't live in LA. I mean, well, I know it's in LA, but I'm sure they have them everywhere. But you can find out if you're in your county, if you are zoned to have an ADU, accessory dwelling unit, in your backyard. Because especially as parents get older, you might want to have your parents live with you, but not with you. Because I know, like me, I would not want to live with my son. No, no, thank you. So I like how we are right now. My son is actually the person that lives in the other house, and we are the houses are attached with by the garages, and we can walk through the backyard to each other's houses or whatever. But I would not want to live in the house with him. No, thank you. Not, you know. So having an ADU in your backyard could help you to, like I said, for renters, to help you pay off your mortgage quicker, to help home house your grown children, your parents, or you can use it as an Airbnb and make some extra money that way. So it these are just things that I just wanted to share because we're talking about home ownership this month. I really wanted to share just some of a little bit of all the stuff that you can use to, you know, not just make money, because I don't want it to be just about making money, but we really should be thinking about wealth, building wealth. And it's a way to build wealth because having the home and the home prices go up, the value of your home goes up, then that helps you to increase your net worth. And that's important. And just think about even having the tiny homes, the ADU or whatever. When you have kids or your grandkids, you have a place for them. They always have a place to go without having to be in your space. Now, some people enjoy people all up in their space, and then some of us don't. So that's why we have to get those kind of things and have it. I personally would rather have some land and have a lot of little houses on the one piece of property than one big house that everybody lived in. I love my family, but I can tell you, I would rather have the little houses that everybody can live in. So it's just it's things that you can do, things that you should think about. So check in your neighborhood, the ADUs, find, go tiny house hunting. I mean, it could be cool just to see and how you could live in a tiny home. And then you know what? Really start clearing out your clutter because everybody got that junk room. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people have a junk room. Most people just have a junk drawer, but then some people have a junk room and they don't clean that room out until they have a whole lot of company. But we don't need a junk room. We don't need one. Just get rid of the junk. And don't put it in the storage. Please don't put it in the storage. Oh, and your garages, if you got a garage full of stuff I was about to say junk, but if you got a garage full of stuff that you do not use, it's time to clean out your garage. Let your car be in your garage, not in the driveway. Let the car have somewhere to go, or use the garage for a gym. You know, Not just a place to house all the stuff that you just don't want to get rid of, that you will never use again. But I'm not gonna be all up in your business like that. I'm just trying to help you out. Um, I really wanted the guest to be here so he could share with you because that's what he does. He builds ADUs, and we'll just have to bring him back another time. But because what just happened at the Oscars, I would be remiss if I didn't use this opportunity to say just a little bit about that situation. Now, I wholeheartedly love Chris Rock and Will Smith. I absolutely do. And I am praying for both of them. I am sending love and light to both of them and their families, and to my fellow Rattler, Will Packer, who produced the Oscars. I am sending so much love, and I'm so proud of him. And I hope that incident did not blemish him, his reputation, or his ability to produce the Oscars or any other major event in the future. What I really want to say is talk about our choices. And this is something we need to teach our children, and we need to remind ourselves that we all have choices in this world. Chris Rock made a choice to tell a joke that was hurtful. And let's just be clear. That's what I mean, Chris Rock, he's done it before. And a lot of people do it. They it was hurtful, and he made a choice. And to some it was a bad choice, but he made a choice, right? I wasn't in favor of the choice, but he made a choice. Then Will Smith and Jada made a choice on how they reacted to Chris's choice. Jada got offended. Will, seeing Jada was offended, decided he was going to act. They made choices. Everybody made choices. Like I said, everybody made a day later, everybody has decided that they made a bad choice. Both Will and Chris have apologized, and they both said that they made the wrong choice. Okay? I'm so glad that they both saw that they made a not so great choice. But we have to do the same thing, that we have to choose. And even in this fiasco, we're making choices. We're making choices to judge. We're making choices to take sides. We're making choices to cancel. Some of us are making choices that, we're making choices. All of our choices aren't that great either. Because some people, may applaud Will for his, standing up for his wife. But then some people are like, violence is never the answer. So, I mean, everybody's just making choices. You know what I'm saying? But we should not be, our life is a sum total of all our choices. The life is just about choices. But our life shouldn't be defined by one choice. Even a couple of choices. Our life should not be defined by one bad choice. The same way our life shouldn't be judged on one good choice. Because you can make all bad choices, you make one right choice. You see what I'm saying? So choices is something. Let me tell you a story. So this weekend I went to Virginia. I was going to Richmond, Virginia to meet with the group that I work with with my insurance company. I was excited. Got on the plane, got to the airport. Well, got up 4:30 in the morning to get to the airport really early. Had to go to Detroit to get to Richmond. Everything was clear. I ride standby. I told y'all that already. I ride standby. So everything looks good. Got to Detroit. Got to the gate for Richmond. No go. People bought the seats while I was in the air from LA. Flight sold out. Couldn't get on. I was like, are you kidding me? And then I could not find a flight out to get to Richmond to save my life. But I found a flight to get me to Norfolk. Well, if you don't know about Virginia, but Norfolk is an hour and a half away from Virginia. So I was able to get on that flight with no problem. So it's like, let me, reserve me a car so I can drive up. Reserved the car, got to Norfolk, got to the counter, and they said, no car. Are you kidding me? Ah, had to figure out how to get to Richmond. Call my cousin who lives there. Her and her family said, okay, we'll come and get you and take you. They drive me up to Richmond. Okay. I get there. Everything is great. Have a great time. Have a great workshop. Learn a lot. Meet the people that I've only met on Zoom. Wonderful time. Time to come back home that evening. Get on a flight to Detroit. Get to Detroit. Everything looks good. Have me some dinner. And I'm waiting for my flight to LA. And right as they're boarding, 7 people, family of 7 from nowhere come, take the seats. I don't get to fly home. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm stuck in the airport. Like, no. Right? So I'm freaking out. Take a deep breath. Breathe. Oh, there's a Westin in the Detroit airport. Okay, that's a Marriott. I have free nights in Marriott. Go on my phone, try to book it. It wouldn't book. Getting frustrated. Okay. Walk over to the Westin, and the guy tells me what to do. So I'm able to get my free night, go to bed, wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning so I can get on the flight and get back to LA. Now, I told you that whole long story about choices because I can look at that weekend as a horrible weekend because I got stuck a couple of times. Things didn't work out the way I wanted to. But I could also look at it like it was a great weekend because even though things didn't work out, God made a way for me to, get exactly what I needed to get where I needed to go. I had everything, like things just really worked out. So I get to choose how I view that weekend. I'm going to view it as a great weekend and that God showed me that He had my back the whole time and I never have to worry about anything. So, all of that to say, mindset matters, people. You can be blessed if you just decide that you will be blessed. Until next week, be blessed. I'm Dr. Raquel Tolson, host of Blessed Mindset Matters. Is your mind on your money? Are you ready to be more intentional with your money? Then get my free booklet, Mind on My Money Plan, Pocket, Protect. In this booklet, I offer you practical suggestions on planning intentionally, pocketing wisely, and protecting your money. Get the booklet at www.rakeltolson.com. That's RAYKELTOLSON. Get your free copy today.